Alright, this is a short video to discuss that my schizophrenia is essentially like an extremely logical sort of like understanding that I have of things, and when I'm able to figure something out, I sort of immediately understand it. And I spend most of my time figuring things out by speaking aloud to myself and figuring out my own logic. And I was able to realize that nothing was wrong in the world through my own logic. Also, I was able to realize the world is so vastly complicated that it's probably more productive to figure out other things than what is going on inside your own head. And that I've been doing this for far too long, and it's gotten to a point where it's almost not productive, but probably is, since it's probably bad not to think about anything. And as a result of this, I have to isolate myself in order to think about things, since I'm not just going to start talking to myself around other people. And I sort of feel as though I develop more life experiences, the more I sort of realize that most cities are essentially the same thing as this city all across the globe. You know, it's like, unless you go to a very foreign country, I guess, but let's say in France, the cities are probably pretty much just this, but there's a lot of French people walking around. And I said I wanted to go to France, and that's probably the place that is my dream to go to sort of like live and die in France. But hypothetically, I mean, it's unlikely that I'll ever end up there. And I seriously have doubt for my future that I'll ever make it out of this city, let alone go to France, if I could even go to another city in the United States. I mean, of course, I'm an adult, so I have the full opportunity to be able to do so, but I'm not physically capable. Since, like I said in my last video, I think I might be physically disabled. Now, I do not believe I'm mentally disabled, but at the same time, I'm a schizophrenic, so I'm like some sort of physically disabled schizophrenic. And that's all I seem to understand of myself, is that I'm never able to accomplish anything, and maybe that will get better when I get older, but I doubt I'll ever make it out of the country and be able to go to France, and that's my dream. And it's like my schizophrenia is so hard on me sometimes that I apparently just think I should just be taking my injection and sort of just relaxing and attempting to survive and not focusing so much on what people think of me, because I mean, I think we all have had that problem where we sort of wonder about what people think about us so that maybe we can improve ourselves if they see us in a bad light or something. But it's like now people don't really have a very good reason to think something negative about me. And if they are being rude to me or negative to me, or just being a bully, you know, it's like, what am I supposed to do about that? So, unfortunately, I don't really think I should be minding what other people think about me, unless it's like a situation in a conversation where I might have said something that put someone off, and I just say like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable, but that doesn't happen very often. And I'm just saying, like, I don't really talk to anybody except for the people, you know, in my immediate family are like the only people I speak to, and I don't have any friends. And it's just like I'm just like, you know, essentially a nobody on this earth, just living in this city, in a world with so many cities and so many people. And it's like you just never get to know everybody. And at the same time, it's like, due to the fact that there's so many people, it's sort of a good thing, at least in the way that you can be a ghost where nobody really knows who you are. And even though I have a viewer base of about 400 subscribers, or more than that actually, and it's like, nobody really knows who I am, despite the fact I have such a high number of subscribers. So I don't know, thank you for watching.